Welcome to Divinity 648's podcast. This podcast is sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It's completely free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. They will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So if you're ready to get started on your own podcast, feel free to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome back to Divinity 648. This is an almost personal reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Uranus, or any other placement really. Depending on which placement you are following, the energy will be different. Same energy, actually, just a different scenario, okay? Libra, ceremonies, celebrations, victory, right? Because karma is on your side. You are in alliance with divine wisdom. You have been following your intuition and stepping up to the plate in areas that are much needed. It's almost like you've been cracked open, your perspective has changed, your ascension has risen, and your viewpoints have been redirected accordingly. There is a strong sense of divine energy working with you in all realms. So as you feel that intuitive guidance, that intuitive pull that brings you to do something, say something, act a certain way, even if out of character, just say yes, as long as it's coming from that internal voice that you usually regret not listening to. So this is what's going on for you in all areas of your life, right? Karma's on your side, things are falling into play. You're trusting your intuition, you're getting things done, no more stagnation, avoiding delays. There is two perspectives that I'm going to discuss right now. Perspective A is more of the feminine side. Perspective B is more of the masculine side. For those of you who can relate to all of it, or some of it will vary based on your inner work on being one between both of your energies. So perspective A, it's almost like you've been feeling in your feels, right? You've been feeling almost defeated, struggling to get through, struggling to say what needs to be said, struggling to find the motivation to address some unhappy situations, primarily on the home front or anywhere based on your position, planetary alignment, but you're walking away due to a lack of fulfillment, a lack of happiness, a lack of passion, a lack of joy. You're trying to bring yourself to another position where you can embrace and find happiness, right? You're searching, whether that's for a new job, a new home, a new lover, a new religion, new perspectives. Everything is changing. Retrograde energy is bringing out a lot of clarity, believe it or not. So take the time necessary to reflect on everything. Don't jump to contracts. Take a deep breath. Review. For those of you who were not doing this during the last retrograde, you are getting what you deserve. Whether it's good or bad, that is entirely up to the decisions you have made based on your free will, assuming it was not tainted with. So perspective A is not feeling abundantly fulfilled within as you should internally, primarily around anything that once brought you pure fulfillment, and this has caused you to walk away seeking what was missing due to the unhappiness. You have been prompted to plan, reflect, review, and then execute a plan to move forward. Perspective B is the same thing. You don't feel successful. You don't feel abundant. You don't feel fulfilled. So you're pursuing whatever it takes necessary to obtain that prize. And for a lot of you, that comes from walking away from lack of proper fulfillment or having what you want but not quite there yet, right? It's like you've been putting in the work, you're seeing some progress but not enough progress, and now you realize that the way to go is by being internally fulfilled in all ways. So you work really hard to overcome that mental anguish, that inner conflict, external influences that really have no place internally, helping you to decide what steps to take. So you become strong from this, you grow from this, you conquer that obstacle, that barrier, or that heaviness, and you own it. You basically finesse it. You you become one with divine wisdom. You have that inner guidance, that alliance, and this is why karma is on your side. So that is the uh, overall what's going on with Libra energy. These are the two perspectives. You're either or, but it's very close to being the same thing. I'd like to go a little bit deeper now that we've got that part cleared. 1 second, please. I'm going to do things a little differently today. So, Libra, you know, it takes a lot for a person to admit their wrongs. But just because they come forward and admit because they have no choice doesn't mean they are deserving of forgiveness by any means necessary. So the first row that I am about to draw upon is going to be an almost personal reading for a specific set of energies of Libra. And this is deeper than just the perspective. Listen, a lot of you are walking away from traditional values. You are walking away from what no longer serves its purpose. A lot of you are putting an end to traditional values. A lot of you are reflecting internally and doing so on a deeper level than ever imaginable. A lot of unhappiness is coming from the inability to be strong enough to take a stand and step out of the stagnation that you have been in due to the inability to execute a plan on a desired outcome that internally feels like it's devastating you somehow, some way. And, you know, while you're up in the clouds, going as above, so below, and as within, so is all out, the other person is finally realizing where they want to be. You are wish fulfillment, even though you are walking away. And because of this, they are rushing in rapidly. And while they rush in rapidly, another party gets left behind. They're sitting there kind of shocked because what they thought they were succeeding in, as far as sabotaging you or, you know, being the other person in the karmic energy, doing wrong towards you, they're realizing they didn't get the last laugh. Karma is not on their side. And now their consequences, or whatever the situation is that's taking place, as it fits in your life, is going to be a karmic lesson. And it's going to teach them to internally reflect on the person that they are. So that way they can find the room for improvement that has been there right along, that has been ignored and neglected over an extended period of time. So Libra energy, it is important that you understand what is going on right now for you. You almost gave up on something that, or you are in the process, or you have walked away and given up on something that was your wish, it was your desire, it was everything you wanted and more. And because of this, the person, if it is a person, or a job, if it is a job, or the opportunity of whatever realm of life this involves, whatever house energy um, Libra is for your placement, it caused them to come kind of rushing to a conclusion of making a decision that should have been made many, many moons ago. Um, and, you know, they're petrified in a sense because they were comfortable and they thought that things were never going to change. They thought that things were going to continue. They were going to be able to live this way for the rest of their life without even for 1 second considering how severely this has been affecting you, right? So you giving up on your dream, your wish, what you considered to be emotional fulfillment, right, resulted from a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, to be quite precise. Pain, real pain, that you didn't deserve to endure but did, right? And we're not talking about anything that is less than physical. So this heartache brought about transitioning and getting in tune with your divine energy and going within and reflecting and growing spiritually, only for the person who, or the people, not necessarily just one. It could be people, it could be groups of energy that are now looking at you like, oh my God, I messed up. I messed up and I need to fix this. I need to own my shit and I need to fix this because without you, they don't have complete fulfillment, right? They don't have everything that they yearn for and desire. And they don't want to see you take off. They don't want to see you go. They're unable to let you go because of the fact that they're still dealing with karmic energy for the most part, and they're still in the process of learning this karmic lesson, which means they're a little stagnant right now and could benefit from some patience if this is something that you're still willing to work on. You know, and listen, the karmic lessons in motion right now has basically brought upon the ending of a codependent, toxic relationship that wasn't emotionally fulfilling, but sexually fulfilling. And it also brought on the releasing of the need to be possessive. It brought a release of the need to be jealous. So these toxic vibrations are being cut and released as this other energy has basically snucking away mentally, worried or scared that their mental plan might leave them physically trapped somehow, some way. But they realize that if they don't step forward and make an action by coming clear, even if it's just verbal or written communication, they completely understand that this opportunity that does not come back around will be gone indefinitely. Guidance, please. Recommendations. Guidance, please. Recommendations. Any? Yeah, so the recommendation and guidance starts with mental clarity. You have had this in your head, a way to get things done, but yet you're wondering if it would be enough or if it's too late or how to go about it. And the way to go about it is by stop procrastinating, questioning, doubting, and causing further delays, and just take the lead. You have the thoughts, the ideas in your head. Trust yourself, follow your intuition, take physical action, and allow information to just leave your lips naturally. Speak from your heart, say what needs to be said. A lot of people, this is regarding a commitment, it's that determined energy to overcome the blockage in your throat chakra so that way you can bring forth commitment, because you don't want to lose your partner. Now, for some of you who are in a committed relationship and the conflict is not in your relationship but elsewhere, let's give you some clarity on your love situation. Actually, no, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to do bedroom talk for Libra in a separate reading. So you don't want to miss that, okay? And if any of this resonates with you and you would like to go deeper, please visit divinity648.com for a personal consultation or a quick check-in or even a card reading. That's divinity648.com. Click on Book Now to review a list of services, the explanation, and the pricing. All scheduling is online. Services are being offered by video chat and audio phone call only. After COVID-19 clears up a bit, I will allow clients back into my office that is located in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Thank you.